Hello to our friends at Native Instruments. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to show you and demonstrate a couple of the issues that I've been experiencing between the S88 and Complete Control. S88 is mounted up here. It's actually in a tiered setup with other keyboards. Go to the browser, and what I'm going to do is select, which is down here in the string ensemble, which is an excellent, there it is, string ensemble. Bring it up, and it loads up relatively quickly. A little later on in the video, I will explain the specs on the XPS laptop that we're using. We're just going to go back here down to string ensemble, which is 3. Still waiting on the loading. And that's an example of a fail that we experience from time to time. It's just going to hang there. Why? I don't know. But it will, and as soon as you hit browser, you see it comes back to this screen, which means that it's crashed. And in this particular case, it's crashed the program. So we're going to bring this back up over here. We're over at the computer. We're going to bring Complete Control back up. Normally, I shut the machine down first. Now, it was just running fine with no problem. But this is an example of it, what we go through on a regular basis with this thing. So Complete Control is now up. We come back, we bring the machine back up. Allows us to get back to the browser. And again, I'm going to pick this up to go down to one that normally works. In this particular case, you can see it did not. It just crashed. Okay, there's the string ensemble. And there it is, right up where it's supposed to be. And normally we don't have a problem switching. If I want to go down to violas, now you hear it again. Let's see if we get violas now. Nope. So this normally works, but here's a good example of what we've been talking about. So once again, I'm going to drop this. It has crashed the program. Why? I don't know. I'm going to bring up Complete Control one more time. There it is. No issues. Comes up. And in this case, so that's a typical thing that we see from time to time. What I'm going to demonstrate next is something that is almost guaranteed 99+% to happen. In this case, we're going to go to ignition keys. Pick it. This is 80s wave. Now what we want to do is say, okay, let's try another one. Abyss. There it is. Hear that? Now the program's still up and running. You go to browser, you hear it. Pick one, and there you have it. So this is a problem that we've been looking at for some time. Now, just for fun, I'm going to shut this down and do a reboot on the computer, because I had the strings up earlier and they were working fine. Okay, we're back. We've rebooted the machine. I'm going to bring up Complete Control, as we always do. I bring that up first. And once again, it's up. Looks good. We'll turn on the S88. It says go use the browser. Again, we'll be looking for the one that usually works without a problem, string ensemble. Select for loading. And now it's up. And now we should And again, when we come over here, we change the violas. And so that string ensemble, which is one of the main ones we use, works. That's how it normally works. So I'm just going to go once again, going to go back and demonstrate the other one that I know fails on a regular basis, and that's ignition keys. As I said, the first one always works, the 80s wave. Go back to the browser, try Abyss, and you can see all the sample sounds come through nicely. You select, so there you have it. That's what happens, and quite frankly, it happens on quite a few of these items. And again, you can even, sometimes you can go back, sometimes you can't. Now you heard that again. I'm gonna, you can hear, select, and now this is an example where I can go to another plugin, works fine. Sometimes you can't, sometimes you're locked out.
The main machine is an KK S88 9700 i7 laptop, equivalent to 12 CPUs, and it's running at 2.67 gigahertz. Has 16 gig of RAM, so it's fairly capable. In fact, it's actually more capable than the desktop I'm working on right now. It's backed up by a Focusrite USB audio interface, and all of the Native Instruments applications are running on an SSD 1.8 terabytes, which is less than 9% utilized. So from a processing point of view, there should be no major issues for this not to be able to perform. Some final thoughts from me so that you all understand the frustration that I've been experiencing. And it's actually gotten worse since I upgraded to the next level of Complete Control. I saw this originally on the Rick Beato channel, and Rick used it for symphonic presentations. Sounded great. I went with it. I love the 88. It does, when it works, perform very well. The problem is that it's inconsistent in its ability to produce the sounds. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't have the time to sit here and dinker with this thing forever to try to make it work. There's a lot of problems here. This ain't what it's supposed to be. This ain't working the way it's supposed to be. And it's gotten worse over the many years that I've had it. And now, of course, you got a new keyboard out there, which probably you've worked on with Complete Control to be compatible with, but it doesn't help anybody who's already got the original one. Rick dumped his. He's not the only one who's dumped it. He's got the same problem that I have. It just is inconsistent in its ability to produce sounds. It fails. You saw it. I mean, I played one where it's almost always worked. Since the new Complete Control, it's been a regular fail. That's the string ensemble. It's a lot of money to invest in a product that just fails on a regular basis when it shouldn't be failing. It's been given plenty of processing power and plenty of, say, drive space. So the problem is either we fix this or this thing goes into the closet just like it did with Rick, because honestly, you're putting out products and they aren't working the way they're supposed to. You want to know why I'm frustrated? That's why I'm frustrated. This is a major issue for me because this is a lot of money to invest. And I've been a regular buyer. I've bought a number of things, but now half of the things I've just recently bought fail, just like you've heard of. And I'm not trying to extend this criticism, but it's a frustrating process. Again, appreciate you guys letting me have a chance to talk. This is a private video between us, where it isn't going anywhere else. All right? Take care, and hopefully all will be able to be resolved.